Good evening and welcome back to another episode of the London Green Save. We are back in some Football Manager here today. And we've got an important game against Peckham Town, a team that we have, of course, had some history with. In the last couple of seasons, we've competed with them multiple times, in fact. But today, like last time, it will just be another one-game episode. Then we've got a friendly, and then next time will actually be two episodes in a row against Elmstead and Brentham, who, again, teams that are kind of a little bit higher up. In fact, Elmstead are right next to us, but Brentham are up there indeed. So we're going to be looking for a win here today against Peckham Town. I have actually... That's interesting. We concede fewer goals if we push a little bit more. Interesting. I have actually picked the team already. This is the team that's going to be going out to play today. It's mostly the same. Actually, is it mostly the same? I'm not sure it is. BT, East Hope, Morris... They are the same. Crane is the same. Garnet is the same. But there are some changes. Mostly in the back line. We've added the newcomer to the team, Remy Pennell, into the team. He's got some very nice stats. Even if his heading isn't that great, other stats aren't the best. His stamina, for example, and his pace. But he's in the team. We're going to see how he goes. This is my bench just over here. Sam Stadhart, Akeem Brathwaite, Alex Tuckey, Adam Mann, Johan, Kaney Bryan, covering striker, covering midfield and AMC, covering DM, and then covering across the back line. And then, of course, covering goalkeeper. So let's get into the game. I've selected 8 substitutes. Well, they are, of course, from the friendlies that I've played where you've got multiple substitutes. John played in a friendly and absolutely buried some goals. If I show you that game real quick. Rudgwick game, Jason John smacked in 2, and then in the Ivy game, it was again a close game, 2-2. So for the most part, I'm using those friendlies just to see like how players are playing, see what their numbers look like. But for the most part, the important games are these ones. Of course, these games, the league games, are the important games. We're going to see what we can do here today against Peckham Town. Once again, we're going to see if the ball is kind of visible on the director camera, and again it's not. It's like grey, like really odd that it's grey. But I'm just going to quickly go back to the 2D classic, and the highlight is actually going to continue on early doors here. Pollock on the ball, back to Duru for Peckham Town, back to Butterworth, who goes long. Brown gets there, but Pennell wins it away. Hollingsworth is in. I don't know what Liam Morris was doing there, clearing it that way. But that was questionable stuff. Anyway, Mallandine on the ball, gives it to John, to Morris, to East Hope, goes forward. Crane is there, Holloway, and look at that. We passed it through them quite quickly. Once we got the ball to the halfway line, we didn't actually kind of go so far with it. Maybe that's what they mean about kind of stepping up just a little bit. Just a little bit higher. I don't know if you want to play an actual high line. Giving the ball away as well, which is quite frustrating. As it led to a goal. Peckham are 1-0 up. Peckham are now 1-0 up. Only 3 minutes in. 72% possession. Yet nothing to show for it. However, there is a long way to go. 47% now. Let's see if that number goes up or down. It's at 55 to 45. Yellow card for Jason John is not the best. Best situation. Off the post? No, off the side netting. Okay. Not seemed... Okay, so the regular tactic is not really working out here. So we're going to get the counter-attack going and see if that does it instead. Now, I'm going to have to make a few little changes to that. Holloway drops back. East Hope also drops back. BT is still there. Mondo Crane and Garnet goes up. But basically... the counter-attack is hoping that we can absorb pressure and hit them, obviously, on the counter-attack while the possession play isn't working. The possession play isn't working. We've got to try something else because that is our go-to. Of course, that is our go-to. So we've got a corner kick now, actually. We've got an opportunity. Holloway on the ball. Is it in? Oh, and it's in from Liam Morris. There we go. From a corner, no less. I was saying it. The start of this season compared to last season, we score a lot more goals from corners And a lot of the reason, is that we are able to jump higher. We've got players that have got that jumping stat on them. For example, Liam Morris, I think his jumping reach is 16. It's 16. He can absolutely fly. Get the ball, well, in that case, in the back of the net. So, 1-1. They've made a change. Interesting. Oh, wait, whoa. I think that said red card. Yes, they've lost a man. They've lost a man. That's interesting. Okay. So it looks like they've gone into what looks like a 4-4-1? Because they've lost that man? Entirely sure. Gone long. Brown will get there. Well blocked. Well blocked. Malandine was in no man's land. They took off a striker for Panomarenko, who is definitely a midfielder. Woods on the ball. Well out. Asking me to make a change now. No real need to make a change right now because half time is just around the corner. Okay, into the dressing room. Analytical data. They are playing. That's why they're playing such a high line. Do you think the counter-attack is the best way to win this game? East Hope did make a mistake, struggling to perform. Okay, tactics. Bring on man. Let's rotate this a little bit. Bring on Tucky. Yeah, bring on Tucky as well. Remy Pennell is, well, he's very close to the end. He is close to the end of his fitness, but that will be Akeem Brathwaite coming on, not Johan Bryan. So we won't be able to make the change up top. But again, they've got 10 men, so I don't know whether sitting back and letting them have possession is actually advantageous. I would rather we were trying to run them ragged, you know? We'll have to see. They continue to yellow card for Morris. Wow, 2 of my back line on yellow cards. I don't know, maybe the counter-attack is the only way to go because they do look like they have players that are causing us problems. Well saved. Well saved. Okay, so the counter-attack mentality has the get stuck in on it, I think. I don't think we actually want. Okay, so we are going to continue to kind of sit back a little bit. Let them have control. Let them have a bit of the ball. Garnett goes over the top. Garnett's there, so long as he's onside. Okay. Garnett was offside. We've got the ball. Malandine plays it long. Ondo jumps. Can't win it. BT wins it back. Ondo on the ball up the left-hand side. Maloney's going to try and find a bit of space. He does well. In fact, he does really well. He kind of drifted the ball out wide, exactly as I've told him to in this tactic. Over the top, no one will get to that, unfortunately. Maloney kind of plays it a little bit aimlessly. So, Tully on the ball. 25 minutes or so to go. Despite the fact that they are a man down, it does feel like us sitting back is the better option. That's not good, though. Connor is through. And that is Maloney out of position. Letting them get behind us, and we're going to have to swap back to the efficient chances, maybe. Efficient chances technique is another one I've made that actually sends us forward, adds a striker in there. So we are going to make that attacking change after all. Okay. Let's see if Kenny Bryan can do just that. Go out there and make a difference. The instructions are to play direct, to take shots, to engage them high up the pitch. We're 2-1 down against a team with one man less than us, and that's not the best situation to be in. We haven't had a lot of control from the very start of the game, so let's see what happens here. Crane on the ball. You've got men in front of you now. Don't have to go alone, but he is going at the minute. But Garnett, he finds Garnett, who just shoots and puts it wide. Better to have a shot than none, I suppose. Garnett goes over the top. This time, he can't quite get there, but we're going to win that back. John does just that. Back to Morris, into Tucky. Forward. There we go. Crane. Go, go, go. Go. Garnett. Low. Oh. Killing Garnett. Panarenko goes wide to Woods, who's going to look for a cross. Goes on his own, he misses. Okay. There still is a little bit of time for my players to get this goal that's going to give us the draw, but gone over. Another corner. Wow. See, they're just a better team, it seems, on the day. They're just playing much better football than us. Maloney finds it. Ondo is there. Tackled. Hands, look at that run. Look, oh, great pass. And it's in. Played it through. They've played it through. Nice move indeed. Okay, that'll be 3-1. And unfortunately, that will be a loss here today. But we're not going to freak out about it. We are going to remember that we're kind of seeing this season off as a bit like last season. We're just trying to kind of figure out what we want to do with the club, where the club is going, stuff like that. Crane just absolutely smashed that into the stands. That's got to be the end. Yeah, there we go. Okay. Into the dressing room. We weren't good enough, but we're not going to freak out about it. Just going to look ahead to the next game. So, guys, thank you so much for watching today's episode. I do hope you've enjoyed it. These episodes are getting a little bit shorter as I try and show you a little bit more detail of each game. But the highlights are really weird at the minute because I can't see the ball. It's like a grey ball. Can't see it. It's really odd. Or maybe there's a preference I can change or something. I haven't really looked. I've just been playing in this session. But we will see. I want to quickly get a look at the table before we actually wrap up the episode. Although then again, I think we're going to be about 10th, aren't we? So yeah, we are 10th. Stansfield Reserves have got a game in hand on us. What he's saying? He's saying 2 wins, 31, you're up here. 3 wins, 34, you're up here. 5 wins, 40, you're all the way at the top. So we've got 12 games to try and turn this one around. We'll see what we can do. Thank you so much for watching. I shall catch you next time.